and welcome to Squid Gaming. Now, one thing I've heard a lot about recently is sandwiches. You know what really makes a great sandwich? Bread! And something in between the bread. No, not the delicious kind. I'm talking about the Jill sandwich. I mentioned Resident Evil and that's all I heard about. That's right, I went into Resident Evil being a total newbie to the series, so I didn't get all the references people were throwing at me. Ow. But I've come out of it knowing all about Squished Jill, understanding that not all dogs are as cute as I thought, and that I'm in love with a man named Barry. Resident Evil first did a creepy limp onto our screens back in 1996, and being a pathetic child, I was far too scared to play it, and the whole thing kind of passed me by. Fast forward almost 20 years later, and we have another lovely sleek makeover. That's right, this is a remake of a remake in true Inception style. This is what remasters are really all about. Compare this to when it first came out, and this is just a huge difference and an amazing accomplishment. I want to see more of this with old games. Final Fantasy VII. So what's it like playing Resident Evil with totally fresh eyes? It's pretty damn fantastic, I can tell you that. So the tricky thing? That would be the controls. They've got an updated style which I used, as well as the original style controls. But even with the updated version, I found it difficult to get used to. Aiming is a pain in the butt, and moving feels like trying to swim through butter at first. But like all things, practice makes perfect, and you'll get the hang of it soon enough. Now, remember when I was talking about sandwiches? Bread and cheese. No, not then. If you're a huge fan of the original, then be warned, for some of the terrible dialogue has had a bit of a reshifting. There are no more Jill sandwiches. One thing they really have added to Jill's new character is gravity, and then taking away gravity, and then putting it back and doing that really quickly. Boobs. I did my playthrough as Jill, so I can't comment too much on Chris's gravity situation, but I'm sure his moves were getting a good jiggling too. So back to a more serious topic of discussion, this really is the height of survival horror gaming. Bring to the boil a creepy mansion, sprinkle on some terrifying zombies that only get worse after death, a splash of limited ammo and save points, and you have yourself a tense, terrifying, frustrating, yet ultimately captivating adventure, which will give you nightmares for weeks to come. These were back in the days when games really didn't hold your hand and you had to use your noggin to get through the difficult parts. Want a waypoint to tell you which directions are going? Tough. There's a lot of wandering around and cursing your lack of item spaces and autosaves, but if you find video games have got a bit too simple and you really want a challenge with an incredible atmosphere to boot, then you know which game you need to play. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I will see you next time. Take care, play lots and have fun. So I didn't understand any of the references people were throwing at me. So I didn't get any of the references people were throwing at me, yeah?